In every community, trust binds friends together. But what happens when suspicion shatters that bond? This is the story of Dauda Zabi, a case of friendship, accusation, and justice. Ibrahim, Dauda Zabi, and a third friend shared more than just a room. They shared trust. Until one day, Ibrahim's phone went missing. Shock turned to suspicion. Who could have taken that phone? After all, only one of them left the room that day. Dauda Zabi.
That was what happened.
So how are you involved in the stolen phone matter?
Thankfully, everybody were sleeping like in the afternoon towards evening, and there was no space for me to sleep when I came, so I had to go to my neighbor's side, like opposite the house. So when I went there, I don't know what happened or what occurred. So when I woke up, I had to enter into our room where we used to stay. So on me going inside, I saw Ibrahim. He just woke up from sleep. So when he woke up, started looking for the phone. He now asked me because he saw me when I entered. So he started asking me about this phone, and I told him I don't know anything about the phone.
Zabe explained that when he entered the room in the afternoon, he found Ibrahim and the other friend already asleep. Since there was no space for him to rest, he went to a neighbor's room instead. When he returned later in the evening, Ibrahim had woken up and was asking about his missing phone. Zabe told him he had no knowledge of it. Ibrahim reported the matter to the police. The police investigation pointed towards Zabi. Every trace, every circumstance seemed to tilt in his direction. The conclusion was simple. Zabi must have taken the phone. By this time, Zabe was under real pressure. Everyone seemed to believe he had taken the phone, and the police were already treating him like the obvious suspect. He felt helpless. Not knowing where else to turn, he reached out to the Ahmadu Bello University Law Clinic. For Zabe, it was more than legal advice. It was a chance to finally be heard. At the clinic, he was first taken to the litigation officer, Mr. Hamza Muhammad. Mr. Hamza listened carefully to his account and then directed two other student clinicians to join him in taking the brief. Together, they sat with Zabi, asked him questions, and wrote down every detail of what had happened. Zabi explained how he had walked into the room that afternoon and found Ibrahim and their other friend asleep. Since there was no space for him, he decided to go to a neighbor's room instead. When he returned later in the evening, Ibrahim was awake, looking for his phone. Zabe could only tell him what he knew, that he had no idea where it was. The clinicians paid attention to every word. They were not convinced by the police version of events. There was no witness, no recovery, no proof, just suspicion. And suspicion alone is not enough. For the first time, Zabe felt like someone was standing in his corner, someone who believed his side of the story. After taking his brief, the clinic decided to act. Led by Mr. Hamza and the student clinicians, they went to the police station to present their findings. Calmly but firmly, they explained that the case against Zabi was weak. There was no direct evidence, no recovery of the phone, and no witness to tie him to the alleged theft. The police listened, and after reviewing the explanation, they agreed that the matter was not strong enough to move forward as a criminal case. Instead, they allowed the law clinic to handle it through mediation. For Zabi, this was a huge relief. The weight of being seen as a criminal was lifted. For Ibrahim, it was a chance to seek closure. And for the clinic, it was an opportunity to show that justice can take a different path, not just punishment, but resolution. With the case now in their hands, the law clinic turned to mediation. They brought both Ibrahim and Zabi to the table, not as suspects and complainants, but as two friends who had to face each other honestly. At first, the room was tense. Ibrahim was still hurt, his phone was gone, and suspicion had already poisoned the trust he once had. Zabi, on the other hand, was frustrated at being wrongly accused. Words were exchanged, emotions were high, but the clinicians guided the conversation with patience. They reminded both young men that this was not about winning or losing, but about finding a solution they could both live with. Slowly, the tone softened. By the end, they reached common ground. Ibrahim and Zabi agreed to share the cost of the phone. It was not about blame anymore. It was about restoring peace between friends. For Ibrahim, it was closure. For Zabi, it was dignity. And for the Ahmadu Bello University Law Clinic, it was proof that sometimes justice is not punishment, but reconciliation. Indeed, the case of Dauda Zabi reminds us of something deeper than a missing phone. It shows how quickly suspicion can destroy trust and how easily the wrong person can be judged without proof. But it also shows the power of dialogue, of fairness, and of second chances. In the end, what mattered was not who was right or wrong, but that peace was restored and friendship was given another chance to grow. This is the lesson of mediation. Justice is not always about punishment. It is about understanding, healing, and moving forward together. At the Ahmadu Bello University Law Clinic, we championed the cause of justice.
Well, first of all, when it happens, I feel like embarrassed because I wasn't the victim, like I wasn't the one that did such. So, like hearing that such a word make me feel embarrassed and spoil my name, something like that. Yeah.
So then during the mediation,
And
that time we said,
yeah, during when we were settling that, I feel like everything now like went calm. Like I feel calm about everything. The situation, the way everything went. So I feel calm and satisfied with just the way the clinic handled the case. Yeah, that's it.
so now what do you have to say after everything, after the entire case, after the case was withdrawn from the front?
Well, what I just have to say here is that the case that happened and being handled by the clinic law, it was okay for me because I was not expecting such a thing to happen. Because when the case is getting to like prison, something like that, like my mindset, I'm already like trying to get out of this. But when the clinic came, they helped me, so I feel happy again, something like that.
Do you have any other tip?
Well, there's not too much to say. Something like that. That's just
So how do you feel when we intervene in the case? How do you feel when the law clinic
The
intervenes?
first time that the law clinic intervened, I feel like because I'm not a student of DBU, I feel like they want to carry me to their school and do me while you. like they want to. I don't even the way you even come that day. I mean, as if maybe it's. I'm gonna make a request. How they take the call and say, like, when I go to school, they come they tell me say, I come to the assistant, I don't even go to the place.
So, but how do you feel after the entire case?
Especially when I enjoy as the thing goes, as I come the law clinic, I like the way the thing go. You can't even do sharp self past the court because in terms if na court ma almost 6 months ma the way you do that matter. But for law clinic, you no even reach 1 day, but I've been at 2 days now. Resolve to chill. I can't like thing go fast for me. Sir. I can't even like alhamdulillah. I don't even stress myself.
So what do you have for the law clinic? What do you have to say?
Like the law clinic, they are trying only. Like I enjoy the way the thing goes. I like the way the thing goes. They are trying. They are really trying.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What of appreciation for the law clinic? What of
They should just keep trying. Like they should keep it up. It's a good thing.
So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This is not just the case of Zabe, but a case of many people like Zabe who came to the ABU Law Clinic full of fear, anxiety, and a relationship that is just about to be broken. But through the intervention of the ABU Law Clinic, we resolve these disputes amicably and help preserve the relationship, just like the case of Zabe.
Telling this story has been more than just recounting the case of a stolen phone, but it is also a reminder of how easily trust can be broken and how quickly suspicion can turn friends against each other. I am glad that we at the ABU Law Clinic were able to resolve these disputes amicably and then help preserve the relationship between Dauda and his friend Ibrahim. I hope this video leaves you with a key takeaway, one of which is that justice is not only about punishment, but it is also about peace, reconciliation, dialogue, and the likes. Thank you so much for being in this journey with us. And my appreciation goes to the Ahmadu Bello University Law Clinic and the Public and Private Development Center for their constant support towards our projects, towards our work.